Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So, if there's one thing a lot of people have in common, it's that this man, King Ramses, scared the shit out of a lot of people when they were kids. It didn't really scare me when I was a kid, but goddamn if that slab wasn't the weirdest thing I'd seen on TV at the time. Although Courage is famous for weird things being on TV, so, you know, it's par for the course there. Although the one thing I did want when I was a kid was the King Ramses slab, so I was going to do a skit intro, but I couldn't get it to work right, so now you're just getting this, where I talk about it, and now we're going to build it. So let's go. So after printing it out in 2 pieces, I ended up just taking the time and gluing it together with 2 pegs to make sure it aligned properly. Then, you know, lots of filler and sanding and filling and sanding and filling and sanding and filling and sanding, as these pieces do. Now, after doing a base primer coat, after all that, I tried using this new paint that I found that's supposed to be a stone texture paint. And what I found is essentially that it just spits out globs of paint at a time. It's like a weird mix of like black, white, slight brown, tan, darker browns, just to kind of mimic, I guess, a stone texture. There's some gray in there, I guess, too. But it's a little weird right now. I'm just trying to figure out the drying time on it, and apparently it's 6 hours to dry. It was looking a little too dark for my liking, so I ended up putting a little bit of heirloom white over it, just to kind of tone it down, make it more of like a sandstony color. I do add like a speckling of gray and speckling of black here and there, just like light spritzes so that it comes out in like little globs. Just kind of add some variance to the, you know, the texture on it. Now, I will say that it does feel like stone. I don't know if the sanding and getting rid of all the layer lines was really necessary for this, as the way that the stone spray paint works is it just basically blankets over the entire thing with texture. I didn't really sand or do anything in any of the recesses, and by the end of it, with the stone paint, it doesn't look like I even needed to really do that at all. After it all dried, I came back the next day and did a black wash in all the cracks, just because it was looking a little too flat. At least here, you know, I'll do a nice dark wash. The outer wash that kind of sits over everything is gonna blend the colors in pretty well for the outside, but all of the black paint is gonna stay inside of the cracks and the little divots and stuff, and really give it a more weathered, dirty look, as, you know, an ancient Egyptian slab should. Right now I'm just trying to blow the paint out of the parts where it's a little stuck, so trying to get all that paint out of those sections so it's not just a watery mess in there. Doing a little bit of a weathering job on the edges since it's kind of blending it in anyway. And then just a quick satin over everything just to kind of blend it all back. Just tone down the watering.